Hi there, welcome to Nepi Invest. One of the main reasons I started this video channel was just to share ideas. And a lot of these companies I do feature in my videos are possibly companies I would never take a position in, but that's not the point. The whole point of this is if you like what you hear, you may decide to do more research on that company and then eventually take a position in that company. And hopefully that position goes up through time, unless you go short, and then hopefully it goes down through time. So that's my main hope, is that you find some inspiration, you find an idea, a company you like that you've never heard before, and then after doing your own research, you decide to take a position, and that decision works out for you in the long run. And that's definitely true about the company I'll be doing or featuring in today's video, a company I haven't really looked at in the past. And that company is Kingston Resources, a mining producing company I haven't really heard of before. But the main motivation for me doing today's video is on the December quarter results. This company was operating cash flow positive. And that is something I'm looking for when I go through Appendix 4Cs and Appendix 5Bs. I want to see which company is now operating cash flow positive. And Kingston Resources has become operating cash flow positive. So I decided to do a little bit of research on this company, not in depth. I'm not that sort of investor that I'll go significantly in depth when I start researching a company. So this was sort of the result of my first dabble in Kingston Resources, or my first research dabble in Kingston Resources. So Kingston Resources is sort of a gold copper play. They have two projects. Cobar Basin is their producing project. I think it's mostly gold right now, but eventually gold and silver. And eventually they want to, in 2024, 2025, to become a copper producer as well. They also have a project in PNG, and that has gone through the DFS, which is the feasibility study. And that does look promising, but they might have to spend a little money. I'm not that certain because I haven't done enough research on their PNG project, but that does look promising. Now, this company listed in October 2012 via New World Solutions. Managing director is Andrew Corbett. Don't know a lot about Andrew Corbett, but the main shareholder is Quintana Resources with a 13.2% stake. Now, the reason why Quintana Resources has a major shareholder in this company will become clear in the next slide. And the current market cap of Kingston Resources is not too high, 44 billion. That's at a share price of 10.5 cents. Share price did rally in the last two trading days. So I actually did prepare this video about a week ago, and I had to update that because when I actually did prepare this video, share price was 9.3 cents. So share price has increased 1.2 cents. And the ticker code for this company could be anything else other than KSN. Now, it seems like one of the most company-defining announcements this company can have or could have released was on the 18th of November 2021. Kingston to become a gold producer with acquisition of the Mineral Hill mine in New South Wales, which is in the Cobar Basin. I'll talk about Cobar Basin in a second. Under the terms of acquisition, Kingston has agreed to pay Quintana, hence why this is the largest shareholder of Kingston. And the reason they're large shareholder is because 8 million or 10.7 million Australian dollars was upfront equity, also $1.3 million in upfront cash, and also some deferred consideration based off some milestones in terms of gold production. And also there's also a 2% NSR over future mine production from the Mineral Hill project. The company also did a capital raising, a $14 million placement, equity raising, and a $4 million share purchase plan. So this was an exciting times for the company and exciting times for the shareholders. Unfortunately, share price actually decreased significantly from it. So the market didn't really like this announcement at all. For those who are not aware of the geography of New South Wales, the Cobar Basin is about 500 kilometres west of Sydney. And coincidentally enough, or probably not coincidentally enough, the town of Cobar is just to the north of Mineral Hill. The other thing that's just to the north of Mineral Hill is the Triton mine of Ares Resources. So for those who are invested in Ares Resources, that mine is just to the north. We also have some other mines just to the north of Mineral Hill as well, and other projects. So quite a few projects in mines in this general area. And right now, it does look like the Mineral Hill mine is tailings or open pit, and then they'll transition to underground in the next 2 years. So the Mineral Hill mine has been in the production at least the last 4 quarters. And in this particular graph that the company did provide, I think this would have been in their quarter results. Well, production has increased over the past 4 quarters, but more importantly, the all-in sustaining costs have decreased over the last 3 quarters from $2,433 per ounce to $1,770 per ounce. So this company probably was burning through cash, was not operating cash flow positive. Now they are operating cash flow positive. If they can sell more gold and continue decreasing the all-in sustaining cost, this company will continue to create some good cash flow in their operations, but that remains to be seen. I think you could question that, whether this all-in sustaining cost decrease is able to be maintained for the company moving forward. And this is their plan over the next few years. So tailings reprocessing forecast to March 2024, so the next year, that's gold and silver. Open pit mining of gold and silver up until the end of 2024, and they hope to commence underground mining, copper, lead, zinc, gold, and silver, commencing in late 2024. They also have some other projects, Parkers Hill, GD140, Red Terra, resource assessment in 2023. So a fair bit going on for this company over the next few years. The company also has a PNG project called the Mesima Project in a little island, 600 kilometers from Port Moresby. Maybe that island is called Mesima Island. I have no idea. They have completed the DFS, which is exciting. Fair bit of gold, 3.8 million ounces of gold, 22.1 million ounces of silver, and a 20-year life of mine with an AISC, or all-in sustaining cost, of 1,217, which does seem quite good, quite low. Pre-tax NPV of 956 million with a 22% IRR. And so I have no idea what their thoughts in regards to this mine are. So I'd probably have to do a little bit more research. Well, how much would they have to pay to get this project up and running? That would be probably the most important thing moving forward for the Mesima project. How much do they have to outlay to start production at Mesima project? So here is the reason I decided to do a video on Kingston Resources. It was the December quarter cash flow statement. So it says to customers just above $10 million, and this company was operating cash flow positive by 1.8 million. And the first 6 months, they were operating cash flow positive by just over $3 million. And cash on hand actually increased through the quarter, up to 6.8 million, even though they spent $1.1 million on capital expenditure, $1.5 million on exploration and evaluation, which totals 2.6 million, which is more than the operating cash flow. So you would expect the cash on hand actually to fall. But they did receive $1.5 million through the disposal of assets. This company also has $5.7 million of debt. So I would keep a close eye on debt. Hopefully debt doesn't increase. Now, I do see or notice a lot of mining companies, one thing they like to do is to decrease their debt. It seems to be their main focus. And that's one reason I do like mining companies' management, because their main focus is on decreasing debt. So this company can maintain increasing their gold production and maintain decreasing the all-in sustaining cost. There is a chance that operating cash flow of this company on a quarterly basis can increase from $1.8 million. But if we have a look at the daily chart, ever since this company announced this Mineral Hill acquisition back in November 2021, the share price has fallen quite a bit. So back then, the share price was above 20 cents. Now the share price is at 10.5 cents. So the share price has halved, which means the market wasn't that excited about this particular acquisition. And the one way the company can change the market's opinion about this acquisition is to perform in their operations. And they have started to perform with a pretty good quarterly cash flow statement. And if they give the market another good quarterly cash flow statement in the next few weeks, because we're in April and we are expecting the March quarter results, if we see some good results in this particular quarter, I would expect the market to get a little bit more excited in regards to Kingston Resources. That's all I have for this video, looking at Kingston Resources, a company I didn't really know about until they released their December quarter results, and that company was operating cash flow positive. So even though I'm not interested in taking a position in this company, hopefully someone out there will do more research on Kingston Resources, because they did hear something they liked in regards to this video. If you are one of those people, I'd love to hear from you. I'd particularly love to hear from you if you do take a position in this company. And if you do, hopefully things go well for not only yourself, but also for Kingston Resources. So leave your thoughts in the comment section of this particular video. Otherwise, I am not a financial advisor. If you do need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.